Hello there, ladies and gents and ladies. Welcome back to the Undead Controller. I am so sorry that this video is taking so long to get out. I made an audio recording, then someone, hints to my brother, deleted the audio recording, so I had to restart. But instead of freeballing it like I would usually do, I've actually written down a lot of notes while rewatching the show for the third time. 15 hours of my life gone because I've had to rewatch it like 3 times. I'm not saying it's anything bad. I'm just saying please enjoy this video. It took so long to get out. If you can tell from the title, we'll be talking about an anime called WataMote. So of course this will contain spoilers. So if you haven't seen it and you do want to see the anime, I suggest clicking off right now and go watching it yourself before you hear my opinion. But if you don't care, or you've already seen it, which, hey, thank you for tuning in and sticking with me, we can start with the show. Basically, the show starts off panning into Tomoko's room at the nighttime, and she looks up at this thing called Meijo. I don't fucking know how you pronounce it, and it basically means unpopular. This is where it starts, because it starts with the narrator talking about how Tomoko's story is not important whatsoever, and I will bring this fact later, but for now, we get the side of Delusions, where she thinks she's popular, because guys talk to her maybe 5 times during middle school. I mean, I get it, just with the opposite sex. This sets off all the events for the series for Tomoko's ultimate goal in high school to be popular. It's pretty rough on you, buddy. Remember, kids, never peak in high school. You don't want to end up like Brad, who still brags about being the quarterback on the high school football team. Anyways, 2 months into the high school year, first year of high school, she has still not even talked to anyone, which is pretty rough. But how have you not talked to anyone in 2 months? It's kind of on you at a point. And then out of nowhere, for thinking about it, she gets electrocuted like Thor stuck his hammer up her Charlie stick style, and she fucking dies. Okay, that was a joke, but she gets really shocked for no reason. I have no idea what happened. Then we overhear Tomoko's thoughts about talking about like dumb bimbos or something with the popular kids, and low-key, I can't really disagree here. As Tomoko walks through the school gate after school, she wishes the school gets invaded. And trust me, if you're in America, that would be way more common than you wanted it to be. But before she can leave, her teacher actually says hi to her. In return, Tomoko fucking dies out of embarrassment and runs home. In her room, she's playing a totally innocent. Oh my god, what the fuck is she doing? How do you come from a back rub? What, somebody pats you on the back the right way, you just go, ah! Like, it makes no sense. She kind of throws up after overthinking her appearance a while, then kind of starts talking to herself how she's, beautiful. Which I'm gonna say right now, she's kind of speaking facts. She's not beautiful, let's get this out of the way. But there has to be uglier girls out there. Have you seen my sister? Or your mother. Then, in hopes to get quote-unquote prettier, she looks up a way how to get pretty, and oh my god, she's gonna take a potato chip and eat it! Sorry, that was only elite ball knowledge if you watch Death Note. I'm so sad someone put me out of my misery. Anyway, Tomoki, the absolute goat, comes home from soccer practice and gets jump scared by his sister's appearance so she can look prettier, but it just looks like a goblin. Just a goblin. I would throw up at the sight of that as well. Tomoko, later that night, gets the idea to talk to Tomoki every day to rebuild herself and get better at talking, which, honestly, it's just as easy as this. Whenever you stutter, just don't care and hope nobody realizes this and hope you can actually edit all your stutters out. I mean, I'm hoping to God. She says they'll be doing it until she gets a boyfriend, so as Tomoki said, a life sentence. The only reason Tomoki actually agreed to this is because Tomoko threatened to kill herself if he didn't, because the workforce would be really hard on her. And honestly, this is also speaking facts. Have you seen Japan's work hours? Sure. I'm glad I'm a YouTuber. I can work whenever I want to, except I'm a workaholic. And Tomoki kind of wishes death because he has to talk to his weird sister every day for probably forever. Next day at school, oh my god, I fucking hate the karaoke kids. Alright, you'll learn about this vendetta really soon, but I hate those annoying ass karaoke kids. I agree with Tomoko here fully. How many times do you go to karaoke a week? It's not that interesting. At the end of the day, Tomoko's teacher says hi again, and instead of just running away, she actually mutters a very tiny hello, in which she will celebrate this as the most normal normal conversation she's had with anyone that isn't her family member. So to celebrate, she goes to a convenience store, and before you say anything, as a kid that lives next to every gas station known to man, yeah, this is actually a really good way to celebrate. I really highly suggest doing this with his friends as well. You can actually make lean with Jolly Ranchers, cough syrup, and a Sprite, so I suggest you go do that. Just a pro tip. No, I'm not saying you should do, I'm just saying. Then she gets a crush on this guy at the gas station. He doesn't become plot relevant, but I have no idea what she sees in him. He has the face proportions of a Labubu. To celebrate even more, she goes to the library to pick out some cool mangas, and she turns gray. This may seem insignificant, but aha! That's what I love about this anime. You see, the unique thing about WataMote is that usually slice of life characters, or hell, even Sojin main characters, usually they have a distinct feature, like, oh, the 4 main characters have multicolored hair, or this guy gets 100 girlfriends, or this guy gets bullied by a girl who likes him, and like, sure, maybe, just maybe, the slimmest of shady chances that could happen, but it won't. This, though, is realistic. Most people, well, probably all people, do at one point or another feel like a background character, feel like they're not important. But this is exactly what the narrator is talking about. Her story is not important. This sounds harsh, but is just fact. Tomoko literally has nothing interesting going on with her, but she's a main character, but she's also just a background character for everyone else. Just like the karaoke kids. There's probably an anime out there or a manga about kids going to karaoke, but you can see background characters. Usually, background characters in animes or mangas, they're drawn in gray, so, you know, the animators don't have to spend much time in them. But this is how Tamako feels, because she feels unnoticed, and, oh my god, I just sound like a terrible teacher overanalyzing the curtains are blue. Oh my god, I'm terrible at this job. Look, my main point is, it is very rare, and probably never seen again, that the main character of an anime is actually just a background character to everyone else. Okay? That's my main point. To have some more celebration time, she goes to McDonald's, and a guy with the last name of McDonald, I would like to say this is racist, and I am suing the person who made this anime. I am sorry. It's just, I'm obligated by law to. She gets a burger and gobbles down the meat. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I mean, she throats it. Oh, fuck! She delicately eats her hamburger. Sadly, though, the popular karaoke kids come and eat close next to the stairs. She's her only escape route. So, for the kids to not notice her, because she thinks they will make fun of her for not being popular, she has to do her best to go back to that pretty princess thing or whatever. And, well, sadly, she runs into Tomek and his friends, and I'm just gonna say right now, that face looks like she's one pair of sunglasses away from being Kizaru. I'm just saying. But after all that, Tomoki meets up with Tomoko at a park and asks if she wants to walk home with him, and I've gotta say, this part is just salt cube, alright? That sums up episode 1, and let's get into episode 2. Tomoko is in her room listening to male yandere verbal abuse CD. You know, you could call her crazy, but I think every woman I've met just listens to this. Someone help me. Suddenly, her old friend from middle school calls. It's Yu-chan, and hold on, let me tell you why I say Yu-chan. I mean, personally, I don't like saying Chan, Kun, or whatever, because I just feel like a Discord moderator whenever I say that stuff. But it would be very confusing if I say, I don't know, Tomoko wants to grope you. I'll talk about that later, just give it him. She eats double amount of the breakfast than she usually has and kind of throws up in the alleyway, and this is the second time we've seen her bodily fluids. Let's see if we can get any more. In class, Tamako gets the idea to tell Yu-chan about things she's done, because they're gonna hang out on Saturday. But she has nothing to tell about, so this entire episode will take place around her trying to do things so she can tell Yu-chan about it on Saturday. She gets hungry in class because she threw up all her food and decides to start very small portions out of her lunch, like one of those cute heroines. But look, I'm fine with this. I'm fine if someone eats in class, if it's like ribs or something, because that's a good smell right there. But if you eat fish and egg sandwich, I have to fucking slime you out, and it's just illegally, alright? Tomoko walking down the hall to her third class. She gets a perverted idea about second year class trip because she hears about some people talking about it, and her mind spirals down some perviness. And honestly, yes, I have been there. She decides to skip the period of art class because she felt a little woozy, and in the nurse's office, she she sleeps with a guy, aka their beds were next to each other, and thinks that counts as sleeping. I don't know. On her way home, she also finds out the baseball team's dirty little secret. So, kids, this is what we call schizophrenia. While going up the stairs over the highway, also, is this a real thing in Japan? I just have bridges over the highways. I'm getting off topic. Going up the stairs, she sees a couple and a girl wearing a skirt, and she decides to panty peek. This right here is what we call bi-curiously, kids. Bi-curiously, I don't know how you say that. The fuck-ass karaoke, kids! Start talking about they should just kill happy people, which, yeah, I kind of agree with that, don't worry. I'm not part of them. She daydreams about this perverted thing and losing her V-card and says, oh, if it hurts this much, you know, I'll stay pure forever. Can I just ask, how is your imagination so powerful if you think so hard you can actually feel a dick going inside you? Can someone power scale her, please? She actually has to stay after school with Japanese Roadhog because she and him both skipped the art assignment. And, you know, guess what? They have to stay after school together. Ooh, sexy time. Oh my god, I hate my life. Japanese Roadhog, later in the day, when they're in the little art room, does a speed draw of Tomoko and quickly leaves. Tomoko getting a little mad, she draws a poorly made picture of Japanese Roadhog, and because, I don't know, she's a dick or whatever, Tomoko actually snatches up the picture that Japanese Roadhog made for her and wants to be friends with her, or thinks that Japanese Roadhog wanted to be friends with her. I don't really know, honestly. My notes don't help at all. Finally, Saturday arrives, and she's meeting up with Yu-Chan. God damn! Well, Yu-Chan has definitely changed over the middle school, and like Tomoko, she's changed nothing. Tomoko's changed nothing, and Yu's changed a lot, in a lot of different places. They go and get coffee, and Tomoko remembers that Yu-Chan is still the same friend in the inside, so they have a nice conversation about anime. Weebs! Though I will admit, this part of them hanging out is pretty cute, but I also have to say one more thing. Whoa, lesbian! Tomoko and Yu-Chan were hanging out at the swings until Yu-Chan has to go. But before Yu-Chan could leave, Tomoko gives out this nice, carefully thought out speech about having to keep going. Yu-Chan mistakes this as Tomoko already knew she had a boyfriend. Dun dun dun, yeah, she has a boyfriend and was just using Tomoko as a distraction because she had a first fight with her boyfriend. Must suck. Oh god, she's listening to the male yandere abuse CD again. No. That sums up episode 2. Let's get into episode 3 real fast. Kids are worrying about a bad hair day because the rain is everywhere. Honestly, I've never had a bad hair day. I kind of just let my hair reach down to my shoulders, and it kind of just works out in my favor. Later in class, Tomoko realizes she forgets her notebook, and before she can actually do anything, class starts. The teacher comes over, eats her out for— Whoa! I meant chew her out. Yeah, y'all know what I meant. At the end of the day, Tomoko's umbrella gets stolen, so she has to kill everyone in the school to find her— Oh, never mind, it's right there. She looks under a bridge to see the water flowing up from the heavy storm, and honestly, I would do the same until a guy pulls her back, saying that she could have drowned if she'd fallen off. And I'm gonna say right here, she was not close to falling off. I've been close to falling off of the dock, but literally, this is not close at all. What is this guy on about? I think he just wanted a reason to touch a little girl. Her umbrella gets fucked up, so now she has to take cover under a little thing. I don't know. Just walk home through the store. But she has to take a cover under a little roof with two guys she doesn't know. Honestly, this right here is how every porn intro starts. They unintentionally roast the fuck out of her, and Tomoko getting nervous, has her third bodily fluids come out, more vomit. She says something cringy about basketball manga, and I gotta say, this reminded me of LeBron James. I love you, LeBron, marry me! She gets up to leave, go to the bath so the guys don't see her crying, and she has to charmingly tell them that she's going to take a shit. After that, she comes back from the bathroom to realize that the guys are gone, and out of sadness, she kind of takes a nap on the bench. I kind of feel bad for her. They come back, and they were actually buying an umbrella for her and them, and this is so cute because they leave it for her. Ah, so cute. So cute. Tomoko makes it home before Tomoki starts drying off. Tomoki has to dry off desperately, but Tomoko won't let him get in the bathroom. Honestly, this is just classic sibling rivalship, I'm not gonna lie. This part, I think it might be an Animal Crossing reference. I don't really know. Tomoko gets mad because Tomoki's sick and she has to go to school and he doesn't, so she sprays his sleeping body with Febreze. I actually had no idea this kills brothers. I have to try this next time. In PE, she thinks of, instead of stealing the basketball, she's actually gonna steal wallets. I mean, okay, I'm down. She overhears girls talking about a test where you're in your dream, and there's 3 paths: a flower path, a tree path, and a turn around. If you turn around, you're not a virgin. If you go to the flowers, you're a virgin, and if you go to the trees, you're forever virgin. Yeah, I picked the woods. and Tomoko did as well, not gonna lie. We get this odd scene where Tomoko wishes that she was a female sniper. But sadly, she gets sniped in the head by a basketball, and then she has to go home. She gets home, texts Yu-chan about the test, and then decides to spend time with Tomoki to get sick. And yes, this works. I assure you this works. God, I just realized I'm speaking like Donald Trump. I assure you this works. She sits down on Tomoki's floor, and what the fuck is wrong with him? Later that day, Tomoko pours some porridge into Tomoki's ear as he sleeps and gets kicked, rightfully so, and she cries about it. Wah, wah. But hey, all those efforts weren't made in vain, because Tomoko actually gets sick on the weekend. Yu-chan also responds to the text, and guess what path she took? She turned around. That ends episode 3 up at 3 a.m. How the fuck does she have her own? How does she have her own website? What the fuck? How is she not popular? At 3 a.m., a somniac like me, she comes across a little thing that says if you sleep on your stomach, you'll have a chance of getting a wet dream better. And I like to say, as a stomach sleeper, this does not happen at all because I sleep on my stomach. But this does not happen. It just doesn't. If it did, life would be perfect over here. After attempts to get a wet dream, she actually never gets it. And the next day at school, she's tired and falls asleep in class. Then she has her wet dream. It honestly makes me scared because I've fallen asleep in class so many times, and I'm just scared if I've ever gotten a wet dream in class. That would actually suck. Tomoko over here is a popular girls talking about how they've been groped on the train, and yeah, Japan's trains are really bad. I mean, if you're a girl in Japan, you can't go on a train without getting groped, and if you're a guy in Japan, you can't grope someone without them getting mad. I can't believe I have to pause here, but please don't take that seriously. It was just a joke. She, Tomoko, herself, being, well, Tomoko, gets kind of mad because creeps won't grope her. We can change that. God, I'm so fucking low. Next day, at the subway, she gets hanged by a crowd of people because she's shoulder to shoulder and lift up the air. What a loser. Out of nowhere, a rod pokes behind her on the train, and oof, looks like you got your wish. Tomoko finally learns her lesson that being groped is not as fun, so she tries to leave the train, but the rod pulls her back. Man, does that guy have like an advanced cock or something? Like, did I miss an update? Like, how is he doing that? I'm honestly impressed. She gets off a train and the dude follows her and like, god damn, that thing could fit through someone and come out the other side. She tells a group of people that she has the molester right behind him. Yes, that's a new Overwatch hero. But to Tomoko's disappointment and also kind of reliefness, turns out it was actually just some band girl got their band stick, I have no idea what it is, caught in Tomoko's crotch, which makes the girls feel bad and Tomoko extremely embarrassed. Put yourself in Tomoko's shoes for a second. Think you actually just got groped on the train, but then it turns out it was just like some musical instrument and someone, oh my god, I would spontaneously combust on the scene. She kind of messes with the truth and tells Yu-chan that she got raped by it. Tomoko overhears the popular girls talking about going to the beach and speaks facts about them immediately taking off the clothes the second it hits 90-degree weather, and honestly, I agree with this. Tomoko sees their bra shown via sweat and gets kind of embarrassed because she only wears a tank top under her stuff, and I don't even wear any Under Armour, honestly. I kind of just, I just free disco titty it. I'm so bad at making jokes. Tomoko thinks if she gets herself some Gucci underwear that she will be popular, powerful, and get a boyfriend. Like that will ever happen. So she decides to call up Yu-chan to get good panties. They meet up at the mall area or wherever, and Yu-chan comes wearing short skirt and thigh highs, and Tomoko thinks she's trying to get seduced, and honestly, I think I would feel the same way. Please, keep away from me. I need a trusted adult. Ah! Yeah, we all know Tomoko's gay at this point, let's be honest here. They make it to the slut panty shop, patent pen, and Tomoko asks what panties would look good in her. Is such a real line, not gonna lie. Then we hear Tomoko's thoughts again, and yeah, she is 100% gay at this point. Top 10 Ramsey quotes you should say to strangers. Tomoko threatens to kill Tomoki over ramen when Tomoki asks where his ramen is, and honestly, yes, I would do the same. Ramen is so fucking good, anyone touches it, I will kill them. Sadly though, Tomoko accidentally loses her $10 panties. And then somehow pulls them out and uses them fan in the middle class as somebody walks past her. You're never gonna live this one down, buddy. You're at 3 a.m. You're gonna look up at the roof and be like, oh, why? Tomoko quickly goes to the bathroom and rips up the panties. Tomoko wanted to feel better. She goes to the store and grabs a boy love game, and she also wins a hand massager, so she has to walk home with them. with no bag. Tomoko, who can probably match my pervertedness or even skyrocket above it, does not know how to use a vibrator. How is she? Oh my god, I fell in love with a dumb bitch. Tomoko falls asleep with the vibrator on and the boy love game playing, and her father comes in at the very interesting sight. That ends episode 4, on to episode 5. Tomoko sits in her bed eating Pokey Sticks, lucky, and wonders why she's not yeah, what a loser for not being popular. Please subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe. He comes up with the idea to be the cool, expressionless character in an anime, which, I mean, really? Are we serious here? If you do that in America, you're just gonna look like you're gonna shoot up the school. I'm just saying. Tomoki basically kills Tomoko over a sports drink. I'm a silent, cool, cute girl. Is a new vocal stim everyone should start staying for no reason. In PE, she avoids playing tennis, which is lame. Have you ever played tennis? Yes, it's fun. She goes to the coffee place she went with Yu-chan maybe a week or two ago, and she decides to get a cappuccino grande. What a nerd, just get hot cocoa. Hot cocoa works in the summer as well, I've tried it. She also dies via making speaking mistakes, and yes, I understand this. I will be cutting out a lot of audio because I keep raging of how bad I suck at talking. Also, what's that barista talking about? That was not a slow order, that was in like 5 seconds! She tries her coffee and dies, and I told you so, hot cocoa's better. She adds cocoa, cream, and milk to make her cappuccino better, and then accidentally adds enough honey to make Weenie the Pooh sick. Oof, that's and Tomoko accidentally pours her concoction all over the floor and faceplants. Oh my god, I feel so bad. She gives up on the quiet, cool character archetype, realizing that it only works if someone cares enough to speak to her, and obviously no one does. Tired of these fuck-ass karaoke kids! But they also accidentally give her an idea to do a photo booth, which is honestly probably a good idea. I mean, like, what could go wrong? So she calls up Yu-chan, but sadly Yu-chan can't. She gives a Coca-Cola to Tomoki, hoping that he'll accept it and then go to the photo booth with her, and he doesn't. What a jerk. So she sadly has to do the photo booth by herself. The couple's photo booth. She takes like 1,000 pictures, gets some stickers, and places all around Tomoki's room creepily. I don't really like this part. This is very weird. She's staying inside while it's sunny, and honestly, yes, I understand this. It is sunny right now, and probably after this recording, I'll be on a motorbike just chilling. She decides to try to work at a cafe, and it can go one or two ways in her head. Either she'll die of a job application! Or be fine. She buys a lighter, and hopefully that'll become useful in her job. Oh, she practices with the lighter by lighting it when a chain smoker does. And just give him the light, bro. Don't be a tease. And completely fucks up Tomoki's coffee, or key, or whatever that was. With all her training, she's ready to take the job. She goes to the big city and thinks she's getting approached by a guy. She quickly realizes the big city isn't for her, with all the gangsters and underground stuff and all the diglets. Trust me, you don't want to fuck with Diglett. So she decides to rush through the city, and oh my god, she's a speedster. Someone power scale her, please. And then she gets a call from her mom and almost cries because she's kind of abandoned in the city right now. So what the fuck is this outro about? That ends episode 5, on to the episode. Starts out with Tomoko playing a Dane Simmon. Is that Light Yagami? Jeez, I'm glad I'm not this lonely. He says, knowing damn well he uses Poly AI every day. Tomoko talks to Tomoki and starts giving him a 7th grader explanation about love, even though 1, she's never had a boyfriend, and 2, her current boyfriend is just ones and zeros. Next morning, she walks in the kitchen to get some food, and her eye bags are gone, but she doesn't notice. And honestly, as a guy with permanent eye bags myself, I would like to say this would be a great bonus. Please, my permanent eye bags make me look a little scary. Them fuck-ass karaoke kids start talking about what they're doing over summer. By eavesdropping, Tomoko finds out that the firework festival will be on the last day of the semester after school. She would go with Yu-chan, but Yu-chan will probably go with her boyfriend by now for this year, so she has no one to go with. And oh my god, stop making me feel bad for her. She finally realizes that her eye bags are gone, then hides in the stall when 2 girls come in. And then she finds out that someone, like one of their friends, got a boyfriend, and now she looks cuter, so she has to go to the corner store for a reason. She reads a magazine that says if you have sex, your skin will glow. And hold on, let me see if it's real. Holy shit, it's actually real! Then 2 cats fuck. I don't know. She thinks that the dating sim tricked her hormones and thinks she actually had sex. Wow, with all that power with speed walking and moving her hands at the speed of light, she is an idiot, isn't she? She comes up with an idea to play dating sims all night long so she can get way prettier and watch a fireworks show with someone. The next day, her skin is way more glowy, but her hair is also extremely oily. Like, so oily, I'm surprised that the US military hasn't invaded her hair yet. Tomoko catches Tomoki looking at her and and think that it's just a younger brother crushing on their older sister. TV says that if you're carrying something black, the opposite sex wouldn't keep their hands or eyes off you. So, as any normal person, she decided to splash Diet Coca-Cola all over her face. I know, right? Extremely normal. In PE, she starts messing with ants, and ants start climbing up all her thighs and all over her, and I've never been this bad before, and my house is infested with ants. How are you this unlucky? A guy walks past her and sees an ant on her shoulder in the hallway, and tries to pick it off. Sadly, this accidentally fuels Tomoko's delusions and thinks the black thing is actually working. Happens again in class, which further fuels her delusion. On the train, she sits next to a guy who's in between two girls now, and she leans over to look at his text messages, which is extremely rude, and thinks that he's talking about her to his friends via text. Are you dumb or something? At this point, Aunt of Tomoko, she buys another Diet Coca-Cola and purposely sprays it on herself. I mean, at least she's happy, right? She runs up to Tomoki and ants are just flying off her at this point. And as Tomoki said, it's fucking disgusting. Sadly for her, her eye bags come back. Then she continues talking to Tomoki about Dark Togami like he's actually a real person, like who's gonna tell her? And yes, Tomoki, she is brain damaged. The next day, the teacher dismisses class for the end of the semester, and Tomoko decides to look through the library, ask someone out to go to the fireworks show with, because she doesn't want to be alone. She tries to ask out a girl, which is gay, but quickly controls Z's mission when realizes she actually has friends. Oh wait, it's a karaoke kid! Holy shit, nice call! That would have been terrible! Which leads the nerd in the room, so Tomoko comes up with this amazing plan to act like someone canceled a watch with her, but he shows no reaction when he hears her crying and comes back in his room like an absolute sigma. I'm tired of this BS. I hear the ice cream truck outside. She sees the nerd walk out of the school through the window. Holy shit, she teleported? Power scale her! Oh my god, someone! I'm not taking that as an animation mistake. She teleported in my mind. She goes to the old middle school roof where her and Yu-chan used to go all the time and, you know, be up there looking all cool. And of everything that has never happened the most. Suddenly, two middle school boys come up to the roof, and this makes Tomoko sad because this realizes this isn't her roof anymore. Which, oh my god, stop making me feel bad. But she grows a pair and asks the boys if she can stay, and they actually let her stay, which is so salt cube if you ask me. But instead of watching the fireworks, they watch two people have sex in the sex hotel right now. Hold it! Who the fuck put a sex hotel next to the middle school? Who designed this thing? That ends the first half of the season. Holy shit, is that Miku? It is! Episode 7 starts off with Tomoko wasting her summer, and honestly, yeah, I agree with that. She's just playing game, watching anime, watching videos. Yeah, it's just a montage of that, and I understand it fully. She starts freaking out because Summer has already lost 6 days, and, you know, this is also related. She searches up what to do over the summer, and honestly, I've done this before. I used to watch those videos of the AI skeleton saying, oh, things you should do with your best friend over the summer to make it unforgettable. Suddenly, while watching a stream, she gets the idea to become a streamer. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how every YouTuber starts. An empty room, a terrible mic, and a dream. Honestly, the dream part is not necessary. She's about to press stream before she actually starts overthinking it and what she's gonna say. And what do you mean freestyle, right? Oh, you know what to do, big dog. No, I don't. Yeah, you do. I don't know what you want to talk. Talk about whatever you want. Politics? You're fired. Sadly, by getting her ahead, she doesn't go with stream in, which honestly, I don't think I'm ready for streaming either. I don't even have a webcam or a decent mic. She goes to a magazine and finds out that it was going to be a little meet and greet thing at a convention, and you can get the actor of Dark Togami to say whatever you want them to say. Anything. No restrictions. Why are you giving this to her? She doesn't know what she wants him to say, so she actually looks up the guidelines and boundaries and accidentally goes down this rabbit hole of reading ghost stories until 3 a.m. Relatable. She's too scared to go to the bathroom herself, so she wakes up Tomoki to watch over her. Wait, not like that. To watch over her outside the bathroom, make sure there's no murderers, which honestly understandable as well. Till she continues wasting his time by asking if you can watch over the bathroom while she showers. He's in line listening to annoying ass girls, and she breaks the fourth wall and knows what I've been thinking. Oh my god, someone power scale her, please. I'm actually getting scared over here. Someone in front of her asks for him to say something odd, and this gives her the worst idea, and I will just say it. God, no one take this out of context, please. You filthy sow, you're filthy. Just kidding. Your hair smells great, Tomoko. God, and it's so smooth. Actually, I've always loved you. You stink. Don't come here. I love you, Tomoko. We'll be together forever now. And he actually fucking does it. Oh my god, what the fuck? And her goofy yaw gets the devious idea at her house to actually make it better with a mic, with her own voice. How can this go wrong?
できた。では早速。
やあ、目が覚めたかな。メス豚がずっとここに閉じ込めてやる。
話して、あなたなんか大嫌い。
生意気だな。こうしてやる。
いや
ともこご飯。あら、一人？ともきは？話し声が聞こえた気がしたんだ
嫌いな
け
男に体の自由を奪われるのはどんな気分だい？
縄をほどいて、手、どこに触って、
ともこの髪、すごくいい匂いするよ。
やめて、匂い嗅いじゃやだ。
これでずっと一緒だよ。
ずっと一緒。
もうお前はここから出られない。愛してるよ、ともこ。
嘘よ。だったら証拠を見せて。
なんてね、嘘だよ。
そんな、私を騙したの。ひどすぎるわ。
くっさい体しやがって。
やめて、乱暴にしないで。
愛してるよ、ともこ。
Terrifying, isn't it? Again, I would literally explode on the spot. Lesson of the day: check your headphones. That wraps episode 7 up. Let's get up to episode 8. Tomoko's mom tells that Tomoko's fucking cousin Keychain will be coming over for the stay for a few days, and which is bad because Tomoko lied to Keychain that she has a boyfriend in high school when she was in middle school, and they'd be doing it all the time the second she gets into high school. How is she gonna count on lie? And oh my god, I just realized how bad that Rule 34 was. Oh my god. She feels like she's fucked because she thinks that since Keychain was in elementary school when she said that, but now she's in middle school, she'll now know better. Trust me, I'm pretty sure elementary schoolers are smarter than middle schoolers at this point. The scent of virgin is all over me. Top 10 Ramsey quotes you should say to strangers. To make herself look like a quote-unquote high school slut, she asks the only person she knows, you, Shannon, can you be any ruder to your friends? Actually, I'll take that back. I've been way ruder to my friends. I feel bad for Tomoko, though, because she can't, because Yu-chan's at the beach. So she has to go to get slutty clothes at a slutty store and see sluts and training. Oh my god, elementary school? You know what, this is just how America is right now. Every 12-year-old looks like they're supposed to be 16, and it's not alright. It is not okay. In hopes to make herself look like a bigger slut, she gives herself fake hickeys with a vacuum cleaner and almost fucking dies by getting her soul sucked out. Then bitch slapped by her mom, which is honestly kind of rightfully deserved. Her cousin Keychain comes and they decide to go to the library for now. Can anything go wrong here? Tomoko goes to the benches in the library, and Keychain goes to pick out some books, and the guy who brought Tomoko the umbrella a few episodes ago actually appears. Sadly, her schizophrenia acts up, and that because of that nice act he did to her, she thinks that means he likes her. Wah, wah. Then her heart gets absolutely shattered because the guy calls her Momoko instead of Tomoko. After a bit, the umbrella guy gets up and leaves, and she gets perverted thoughts of what they can do in the future because she actually thinks there's a future for her. Keychain sees the guy leaving in time and talks to Tomoko and thinks that's her boyfriend, and this puts Tomoko in an odd situation because, well, now she has to lie saying that's her boyfriend. Do you understand why you don't lie anymore? Next day, they're going to the library. Tomoko and Keychain sees the umbrella guy talking and holding hands with other girl or something. This absolutely crushes Tomoko because she actually thought they had a future together. Like that will ever happen. Keychain, being the ever so sweet little baby he is, goes to confront the umbrella guy over the supposed cheating. And Tomoko accidentally walks in on them as she's confronting him. Oh, that's how you explode on command, alright. After the most embarrassing apology from Tomoko's life, probably. Psych! Keychain actually walked in on her apologizing, which makes her extremely suspicious. The next day, Tomoko and Keychain goes to a card shop where the kids there call Tomoko Queen, because she's apparently the best at cards there. By cheats. A high schooler cheats grade schoolers at a game. Now, in Tomoko's defense, well, of course, she shouldn't be doing this, but the kids highly praise her because they think that she's the absolute queen of the card game. And if their image of her gets absolutely shattered by nobody, well, then their entire reality gets shattered. Though she should not cheat. But if she doesn't cheat, she will lose against grade schoolers. Yeah, that's pretty sad. And their just entire world will be shattered. It's like telling a newborn that Santa Claus is real. Just won't go well. But Keychain realizes Tomoko's cheating, and at the end of the day, when Keychain goes home, I think Keychain thinks that Tomoko's autistic or something. Episode 9 starts off with Tomoko only having 10 days of summer left. She was gonna go to the movie theater with Yu-chan, but she canceled. Tomoko is starting to feel like Yu-chan doesn't want to be friends with her anymore, and yeah, I get it. I've gotten that feeling a lot, and I still get that feeling sometimes. Turns out, though, Yu-chan is just helping out her uncle at a cafe place for a few days, and Tomoko decides to go there because she wants to see her friend, and she feels completely out of place because she's the only loser there with no one to go with. And also, she gets a mind boner by Yu-chan's outfit. She orders, and Yu-chan brings Tomoko her tea and cake or whatever, but all Tomoko could really think about is the gap that's growing between her and Yu-chan, because Tomoko's very, inside, while Yu-chan actually does something every day, which is, yeah, I feel bad for her even more. And she also gets rizzed by Yu-chan. Tomoko later that day asks her mom if she knows anybody who makes cake. Job application! She also has a cake fantasy with a lot of frosting. But instead of getting the nice cafe experience, she gets child labor. Well, she quickly quits after that, after one day, and her mom tells her to clean the bath, which she does reluctantly, and Tomoko crashes out because she has to clean even more things, and her mom crashes out harder on her, and tells Tomoko that Tomoki is more helpful than her. Tomoko gets mad at Tomoki for being, I don't know, having aura, and then Tomoko gets the Mexican child treatment. Tomoko spends the rest of her day being forced to sort stuff and finds Tomoki's 6th grade journal and decides to read it to find some embarrassing secrets, but actually finds Tomoki's sweet description of her when Tomoki was maybe nicer in 7th grade. Tomoko wanted to talk to Tomoki, but he's after his oratory for the meteor shower. She's got nothing better going on, so Tomoko gets some noodles and eats them all alone on a bench waiting for the meteors. Also, this line, "Why does the end of summer always make me so sad?" Are you trying to make me cry? Are you trying to make me cry? Oh my god, the entire scene is sad. I'm not crying, you're crying. Tomoko wishes upon the meteor shower that a boy can watch the meteor shower with her, and she gets her wish. A fucking cat. Oh my god, someone tell her what character AI is at this point. I'm starting to feel bad for her. Episode 10 starts off with Tomoko getting ready for the new semester, and yes, she's in the class is changing seats, and she's stuck in between the fucking karaoke kids of all people. God damn it, must suck. And the teacher starts off the day telling the kids that they're now fighting for the death. Top 10 Ramsey quotes. Sadly, before she can eat lunch, her chair gets stolen from her desk, so she has to walk these lonely roads, the only road I'll ever know. Don't know where it goes. She tries to go on a roof, but it's locked, and she said if it was an anime, it'd be unlocked. And let me say right here, this makes no goddamn sense. The middle school roof was unlocked, but the high school roof is locked. Well, actually, a lot of people in Japan kill themselves in high school, so yeah, that probably makes more sense. Instead, Tomoko eats at the top of the stairwell. Ah, she's so happy. Ah, yeah, she's so happy. She's been doing this for a bit. Oh, her spot gets stolen. Like, her desks are gone. Oh, I feel so bad for her. Then there's a very depressive montage of her NPC syndrome. Then she faints. Tomoko holds back 20 desks from falling. Again, power scale. Tomoko easily wins a plushie from a claw machine. Again, power scale. Those are hard as shit. And Tomoko's class is actually gonna be doing a cosplay cafe for the cultural festival. I wonder where I've heard that one before. And why is everything so depressive? Oh. Tomoko, being Tomoko, gets the idea to come up with a club for her own, so she doesn't really have to help the cultural festival. Side note right here, I'm usually in the D&D club, and I gotta say right now, my DM, who usually DMs the usual party I'm in, and maybe a one extra person that's new for the year, he's moving to France, sadly, and guess who's the DM now? Who has to be DM, because I'm the second most experienced right next to him, and he passed the torch on to me. Oh no, I'm so fucking cooked. Sadly, her club does. Holy shit, it actually does work! So basically, it's just the live life club, whatever, and they kind of just chill in a room all day, and 2 people joined. Things are going good. Nothing bad can happen. Literally, I'm gonna cry, my precious bean. Turns out that was just all schizophrenia in her head, and none of that was real, and why are you trying to pull on my heartstrings? The cosplay cafe is the final idea, and what do you mean the guys should wear skirts? You got something you want to share with the class, or? Episode 11 starts off with the class getting ready for the cultural festival, and Tomoko wants to go home. I feel the exact same. I'm literally in my house as I record and write this BS. I was so tired of writing this, and I am so tired of recording this, and I got a full 9 hours of sleep. And a like cat face. And Tomoko wants to be reborn as a demon to kill the karaoke kids in all their different lives forever. Yeah, that's fair. Tomoko thinks she has to do something to fit in, decide to cut the flyers for them, which the 2 girls hesitantly agree. So she decides to try to span it out in 300 minutes, and let me tell you this one thing, that's actually how long it is to watch the show. 5 hours for the normal person. I watched it 3 times. 15 hours of my life! She cuts through like 90 pages on top of each other in like one slice, and holy shit, power scale her. And she actually cuts her finger crotch. God damn, emo over here? Yeah. Tomoko runs into the nurse's office, accidentally bumps into a girl, and bleeds all of her flyers. I'll be calling this girl 2chan because she's just Yu-chan but double. Anyways, 2chan brought her to the nurse's office, gave him a foot, and what do you mean Rutro-Raggy schizophrenia is acting up? I wrote this? Tamako decides to set up chairs in the gym for the cultural festival, and she runs into Chu-chan again. Woohoo! Tamako is ready to help with the class, but they're already done, which makes her kind of pissed off. Out on her way home, she picks up a costume and larps to Yu-chan that she's actually going to be cosplaying at the festival. Ha ha ha! Yeah, can you tell she's a liar? The next day, she's actually kind of surprised that in Tokiyaki that's made by the school is trash. Like, everything they make by the school. Everything made by the school is trash, besides spicy chicken sandwiches. Oh my god, I am a fiend for them. Tomoko's phone in the rock concert actually turns into a light. Power scale her. Tomoko throws up from the Takoyaki from earlier, whatever the fuck it is. That's bodily fluids, number 4. Tomoko and Yu-chan start talking again, and then Tomoko gets the idea if she brings Yu-chan, people will realize how cool Tomoko is for having such a slut of a friend. I don't know where her thought process is. The next day, Tomoko meets up with Yu-chan in the classroom, and Yu-chan hugs Tomoko, which completely throws her off guard. And this is where I will finally explain why I've been using Yu-chan. Now, I said Tomoko wants to grope you and not Yu-chan. You might be wondering why I said that. This is the reason. All because Yu-chan gave Tomoko a hug. Tomoko's amazing thought process thought that she should grab Yu-chan's butt. You thought there was anything else? Well, luckily she misses her chance. Tomoko wants a totally non-sexual hug from her friend, but thinks it's weird just to ask for one, so she decides to do a bright idea to take Yu-chan to the haunted house. Woohoo! Yippee! Yeah! In hopes she'll get a hug out of fear. Yeah, Tomoko, you're definitely gay. I don't know how to tell you. Tomoko gets slimed out in the haunted house, and Tomoko buys Yu-chan a lot of treats and hopes he'll get another hug, but that doesn't work out either. Tomoko realizes she's having fun with a friend at school, but Yu-chan sadly has to go. 2chan in a furry costume decides to fake give a balloon to Tomoko, but when Tomoko reaches for the balloon, instead of doing a funny it thing, she hugs her. Aw, that's so cute. Episode 12 starts with the cultural festival being officially ended. Now everything is normal. Proceed with a montage of schizophrenic thoughts of her ideas of what high school would be. Ah, stinky bastard! I get it. Tomoko realizes that she hasn't really done anything for her first year of high school. And honestly, me personally, I will do a lot for my first year of high school. I'm not in high school yet. After summer, maybe August, I think, I will be in high school and your host will not be happy. Tomoko decides to work on her homework of what she wants to do in the future. She decides to call up Yu-chan, but she doesn't have any ideas because just school isn't doing that yet. But Yu-chan does recall that Tomoko wanted to be an arms merchant when she was in middle school, and Tomoko said that she's the only middle school with this amount of knowledge of guns. Columbine! Tomoko is officially tweaking out, and yes, I still feel bad. Tomoko also accepts the fact that Tomoki talk and rehabilitation doesn't work anymore, or ever has, so she stops talking to her. But I have no more use for you. Tomoko says as she fades away like she's in the Sandlot. Tomoko sees 2chan on the top of the stairs but won't talk to her. Tomoko thinks that she's that one person everyone talks about when she isn't in the room. Only high individual aura people have that, like me, mostly because I'm weird as Tomoko leaves her phone recorded in her textbook so she can listen to what people are saying about her, but nothing happens. Suddenly, a cockroach invades the classroom, and Tomoko, being the brave soul she is, absolutely demolishes that cockroach. And sure, students in there say that wasn't cool and it was gross, but I would like to say you do that in American school, and you are getting pussy everywhere. The neighborhood killer pit bull will be on its belly for you. Cats will be preying on you. Meow, meow. They do us bowing. Oh my god, I'm so terrible at this. She rinses a repeat of what she did earlier and finds out that people are actually talking about her killing the cockroach is actually gross. Tomoko wants to speak to 2chan, but before she gets the chance, well actually she does the weirdest to 2chan. The wind picks up 2chan's skirts and gives Tomoko a free panty peek. Gay. Gay! Tomoko, out of embarrassment, sprints home so fast that the intro literally starts playing Power Scale Part 10 right now. She runs into Yu-chan, but quickly runs away from her, as well as crying and all. Sadly, Yu-chan can't catch up to her because she has priorities, goddammit. And yes, petting a cat while being chased or chasing is priorities. She gets back home in the out, and sadly, this is where the series ends. A beautiful, but sad, full circle ending. My opinions? Really good. I love it. Honestly. It's so perfectly and beautifully unimportant and I love it. It even does a full circle where the narrator talks about how this story doesn't matter in the slightest and Tomoko searches up about loser girls again. But this time of denying it, she just laughs and says, "Does it really matter?" And I love it. I think this is a beautiful ending, but does it deserve a season 2? Yes, it really does. I don't know. If the studio is watching this somehow, I don't know. Hi, but please make a season 2. I'm sure everyone will buy it, and if no one does, I'll buy all your copies. Cause like I feel like we didn't get enough Yu-chan. Honestly, I'm not a gooner or anything. I'm just saying, and I'm sure that the manga has actually done some other stuff. I think it's gone further than the anime. So, I'm not reading all of that though. So. But really though, this video does not do justice for it, because I'm just an idiot 14-year-old trying to quickly explain the stuff while hitting himself every time he messes up a line. I suggest go watch WataMote yourself. But, this is the end. Thank you for coming to the show, ladies and gents and ladies, but the show is over, so until next time, I'll never be back. Goodbye!